What's up, GtCutz?
Hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for having me here.
Hey, bro, thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. Short time, but hey, we're making it work, bro.
Yes, sir.
But anyways, I had some questions for you. I wanted to ask you. Well, starting off, how old are you, bro?
So I'm 30 years old. I started cutting hair when I was 15.
You're 30 years old?
Yeah.
Bro, you look 21, bro.
Yeah, I got carded at the entrance.
Like 30 years old. How old were you when you started? You say you started with 15. When did you open up your barbershop?
I opened it 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
At 27.
And it's GtCutz Barbershop.
Yes, sir. GtCutz Barbershop.
That's what's up, bro. That's a great way to put your name out there. And what city is your barbershop located?
We're located in South LA. We're near USC. To be specific, we're near USC, but directly across the street from the LAFC stadium.
Really?
Yeah, the LAFC soccer stadium.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. That's super cool. So you probably get a lot of clients through there and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. So I was exploring your Instagram page, and I happened to notice that you have a picture with YG.
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and elaborate on like how you took that picture and what the setting was and all that?
Yeah. So actually, I before I opened up the barbershop in that pretty good location where I'm at right now in LA, I was cutting up in really bad neighborhoods in LA.
Really?
To be specific, like more like of actually not to be specific. I was just in a really bad neighborhood, and there was a lot of people that knew YG personally.
Really?
And since I had a pretty good reputation of cutting hair, they introduced me to YG personally. They called me. They told me to cut his hair.
Really?
I cut his hair a few times, but I didn't always want to ask for a picture.
Yeah.
And so that's how that picture came about.
Wow.
I finished cutting his hair. We went to the kitchen. We just took that.
Man, that's so cool. When dealing with celebrity clients, what's one thing you want to make sure that you do so that way you don't make them like uncomfortable or whatnot?
Just treat them like a person. Forget about don't ask them about anything like other artists. Just talk about them. Make sure that you treat them just like a person, and you don't talk about their accomplishments. They want to talk about going places like theme parks, restaurants. They want to talk about regular stuff.
Really?
Don't talk to them about hey, did you hear the news about this celebrity or that? They don't want to hear about none of that.
Yeah, okay.
Just talk to them about regular things, and they'll keep you within that circle. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. For sure. How do you go about maintaining a good repertoire with your clientele so that way they keep coming back to your shop?
Oh, definitely. That's a good question. To be honest, it's pretty simple. Just be very consistent with being on time with your customers. Be professional. Talk to them. Also, be yourself, but also be professional. Don't use a lot of profanity. Mm-hmm. Dress clean. Have your station clean, and that's that. I'm pretty sure there's more, but just with that, you're able to keep most of your customers.
All right, awesome.
Just be very consistent and be professional.
All right. Let's talk about something besides barbering. Did you always want to go into the barber industry, or did you have your mind on something else?
I actually was very into the food industry. Like I wanted to go to school, like culinary school.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to before because I like all kinds of different foods. I don't discriminate. Mm-hmm. I try like almost anything. but my mom was a cosmetologist, so I like being like a young kid. I was always watching her cut hair. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I gotta get into it too.
Yeah.
I know that they'll accept it because she's doing it. So I've ever since I was young, I've been doing it, and that's the only thing I've wanted to do.
So it runs in your blood, man.
Yeah.
I'm starting to notice, so my bad to cut you off, a lot of great talented barbers, like it runs in their family, like for example, like Edward and Tony, it runs in their family. With you, it runs in your family. A bunch of other people, like they have family members that cut hair and like they become good too. Like I wish I had that,
Yeah, it was honestly a blessing because, what I was gonna say is that this has been my only job. I've never had any other job, no experience in anything, just cutting hair.
Wow, that's crazy to hear because when I started off, it started off like warehouse. Then I started picking up the clippers, and I worked part time to kind of like handle not having clientele for a while, So to hear that you just went straight through it, that's major props, bro. Because a lot of people like they don't last the first year,
Yeah.
Let me ask you something else. How do you feel about barbering being something hype now, being cool? When you started, it wasn't cool.
It wasn't.
It wasn't cool. It was looked down upon, and you kept through it. But now that it's this big thing, like, how do you feel about everyone else coming onto the scene and being a barber and, you know, trying to be this image?
I love it. Especially because I love just cutting hair in general. Mm-hmm. I love barbering. That's my specialty. I know cosmetology is transitioning into barbering, but I'm very happy that this happened, because when I started, like you said, this was not a popular thing. Yeah. So now a bunch of people that were kind of scared to jump into this industry, now that they finally did it, they know that they can come to me for some kind of knowledge, if they want to, like, if they're having problems trying to get their career going, they call me and I can help them, and I'm super glad that I can help them.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. Yeah. It's all about giving back, right?
Exactly.
That's what's
up. I'm very happy for people that they're joining this industry.
That's what's up. All right. I know you have to go do a little thing right now. One last thing. What piece of advice can you give to new barbers, new business owners, new entrepreneurs that are ready to take that risk to jump to the next level? What can you give them?
Everything is about planning. You have to always map out, like, the worst case scenarios and the best and where you want to be at the best case scenario. Plan everything and study a bunch of businesses that have failed. Study businesses that are doing good, and use that for your own. Use that for yourself. Mm-hmm. Also, save some money. Unfortunately, like, it's hard, but we have to save some money. Learn how to invest, and for barbers, just to continue to becoming better, keep joining classes, keep joining events like this, because they a lot of people don't know that, like, you can meet the right brand, and if you have the skill for it, they can use you for other events. You start getting paid, you start getting more notice. Join these kind of events to expand yourself, because you are a brand. Every barber is a brand.
That's right.
So that's the piece of advice I can give to them.
Awesome,
so barber owners and just barbers in general.
Awesome, bro. I appreciate that. Well, I know you gotta go, but I appreciate your time, bro.
I appreciate
thank you.
Time for
me. Maybe if this does well, we could schedule something later, a little longer time. But
awesome, definitely. I'll be happy to join you, bro.
Hey, thank you again, bro.
Thank you, guys.
GtCutz, you guys.
Yes, sir.